أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين آمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ya Ahlul Quran, I hope and pray that you all are in the best state of health and increasing state of Iman. Ameen. Alhamdulillah. So yesterday we completed two topics, right? Alhamdulillah. The first was huruf as-saghir, that is just like alif, waw and ya mad, standing fatha, standing kasra and inverted dhamma, which is also called as alif saghira, waw saghira and ya saghira. Okay, the ruling is exact same. They are stretched for two harakas only. They are just the family of alif, waw and ya mad, just exactly same. Okay, even in pronunciation, even with the ruling of heavy letters, light letters and mushtarak letters and all those things, the alif, waw, ya, maddiya and standing fatha, standing kasra, inverted dhamma are exactly same. Alhamdulillah. These are also called as long vowels in English because fatha, dhamma, kasra were short vowels and these are long vowels. Okay, Alhamdulillah. They come under the category of madul asli, which is stretched only for two count. It is also called as madul tabai. Alhamdulillah. And the next topic which we learned yesterday was about huruf al-leen. Just like waw and ya are huruf al-mad, they also can become huruf al-leen. But the ruling, the important ruling is the letter before this waw sakin and ya sakin should always carry fatha. Okay, then this waw leen and ya leen are pronounced very softly, very easily. Waw leen sounds like aw and ya leen sounds like I. Okay, their sound should not be changed. Aw should not be changed to O and I should not be pronounced like A. Okay, and we have learned its examples and also the ruling that heavy letters are heavy, light letters are light, and raw with fatha is always heavy, and that is why in huruf al-leen the letter before waw and ya is always fatha, so the letter ra is heavy in huruf al-leen. Okay, and hamza, alif don't come here because as soon as we add fatha to alif it converts to hamza, and even the lam won't come here because it is heavy only in lam al-jalala. In all the other cases it is light letter. Fine, Alhamdulillah. So today inshallah we will learn a new topic called Tanween. Okay, this is also a very easy topic and you're already reading it every day while reciting Quran. Inshallah, let's learn about this today. What is Tanween? In simple terminology, if you can say, that is the adding of noon sakin is called as Tanween. Okay, or it is also called as Noonation. That is, if you see any letters with fatha, dhamma, kasra but doubled, that means that doubled harakas is actually Tanween. Okay, how it resembles? Just like fatha, dhamma, kasra, but they're not single now, they are double. Double fatha, double dhamma and double kasra is called as Tanween. In Arabic terminology, we can call it fathatan, dhammatan and kasratan, or fathatain, dhammatain and kasratain. Okay, to make one thing into two, convert one into two, you can even add an or ain. Fathatan, dhammatan, kasratan. And in few tajweed rulings you may listen to the teacher saying fathatain, dhammatain, kasratain, both are fine. You can pronounce it however you want. Okay, Alhamdulillah. What is the basic ruling of this? For example, if you take a letter ba, okay, if you take a letter ba, okay, letter ba, and this three ba has harakas, that is short vowels, fatha, dhamma, kasra. How do they sound like? Ba, bi, bu, right? Ba, and this is bu, and this is bi. Now when we add another fatha, another dhamma, another kasra, then this is no more ba, bi, bu, this is ban, bin, bun. Ban, bin, bun. So Tanween means adding noon sakina to a haraka. Adding noon sakina to the haraka is called as Tanween. But while writing, the noon sakina is not added separately. Okay, so the in Tanween, the Noon Sakin is hidden in the Haraka. Okay, this second Haraka is actually Noon Sakin. This second Fatha, the second Kasra is actually Noon Sakin, which is hidden there. So Tanween is something where Noon Sakin is hidden in it. Okay, you can say in the second Haraka of Tanween, the Noon Sakin is hidden, and we have to pronounce that Noon Sakin, and this tanween is always added at the end of the words. Okay, if you see any word, the ending, some if you see tanween, it will always be at the end of the words. Okay, tanween will always will be at the end of the words, either fathatan, dhammatan or kasratan. What is the main ruling of this tanween? Why is it added in the end of the word? It is all about grammar ruling, but still for an example I'll give you. If you want to say the book in Arabic, we will say al kitab. We add the lam tarif, al kitab. Okay, uh, al kitab or al kitabu, we just say. But if you want to make it a indefinite article, this is a definite article, that is a al kitabu. If you want to make it indefinite, we'll remove this al and we'll make kitabun or kitaban or kitabin. Fine, and that bun or bun or bin is decided by the state of that letter in a sentence. There are called few states like halate, jar, rafa and nasab. That is totally about grammar, why we are adding tanween and what it is not required in tajweed class. But whenever you see the tanween in the Quran, you have to recite it adding noon into it. Okay, how it resembles like double fatha, double dhamma and double kasra. Actually, the second haraka of these fatha, dhamma, kasra, the second one which we have added is actually noon sakin. The noon sakin is hidden there. Fine. Alhamdulillah. How to pronounce? If you take an example of Hamza with fatha, Hamza with kasra and Hamza with dhamma. Fine, we add second kasra, second dhamma and another fatha. Then this becomes an. Before it was just a, now it is an. See, it is like this. If we just make it different, it is in. Okay, and this is un. Okay, adding nun sakin, the pronunciation is just like we are adding nun sakin. For example, if you take ba with fatha, it is ba. But if we add another fatha to it, it is fathatan now, and it will sound like ban. Fine, alhamdulillah. And another thing is, whenever you see fathatan, okay, fathatan in any word, that word ends with alif also. We'll add an alif over there. It is just for a writing purpose. We add alif only for a writing purpose. It will be always there when there is fathatan. Okay, after fathatan there is an alif always, except for the letter hamza. Okay, if any word is ending with hamza, it will just end with fathatan. It will not have alif. Okay, somewhere you can find, but somewhere it is almost hamza won't be there with alif. Okay, alhamdulillah. It is all about tanween. I'll repeat again. What is tanween? Tanween means adding noon sakin. Adding noon sakin at the end of the word. How? At the end of the word, you always find tanween. It will not be in between. If this is a word, you cannot find a letter having fathatan in the middle of a word. Okay, it will always be in the end of the word only. Fine. And how it resembles like the fatha, dhamma, kasra will be in double state. And that double doesn't mean that you'll have to stretch fatha, dhamma, kasra. Double means that second haraka, actually in that second haraka, noon sakin is hidden. Okay, noon sakin is hidden in that second haraka. And so when you see any word ending with fathatan, dhammatan and kasratan, first you will recite fatha, dhamma, kasra and then add noon sakin to it. Fine, alhamdulillah. So that's it, alhamdulillah. The noon sakin which is at the end of this fathatan, dhammatan, kasratan, for now we'll recite it clearly like an, ban, tan, than, jan. Fine, but when inshallah we'll learn the ruling of noon sakin and tanween, then you will understand when to do gunna on this noon sakin and also in tanween, and when not to do gunna. Okay, for now we'll just recite it like an, ban, tan. We will not make any gunna like Anbantan. This is wrong. Okay, we'll just do izhar. No gunna on letter noon, but pronounce it clearly. Fine. Alhamdulillah. What are these terminologies? What are these symbols called as? Fathatan, dhammatan, and kasratan. And somewhere you also can find fathatain, dhammatain, and kasratain. Both are fine. To make something double in Arabic, you can either use fathatan or fathatain. There is no problem. Now let's recite all these Arabic alphabets, adding fathatan, dhammatan, and kasratan, inshallah. Okay, you can see in the slide of fathatan, after every letter carrying fathatan has an alif after it, right? Can you see ban, tan? There is an alif after it. It is just for a written purpose. You will have to write it even when you're writing something with fathatan, but there is no alif after this hamza, right? In this hamza you will find, in some places you will not find the alif in this hamza also. Okay, in hamza which resembles like this, you won't find another alif over there. Sometimes in this hamza also you will not find an alif, but it will be there. Okay, alhamdulillah. So inshallah, let's recite this. The rulings which we have to remember is the harakas will be only one. Okay, because all these are fatha, dhamma, and kasra. They are not long vowels. Abatasaja was anbantan sanjan. That's it. We just added noon sakin, and so the letter which is in sakin state has no haraka. Actually, it should be just pronounced clearly. But the letters carrying fatha, dhamma, kasra are pronounced for one haraka. That is, so you'll have to at least take one haraka time to pronounce these letters: an, ban, tan, san, jan, han. Okay, in this way. This is the first ruling, that is only for one haraka. Then second is the heavy letters will be heavy and light letters will be light. Okay, all the light letters should be pronounced lightly, or all the seven huruf al musta'aliya are recited heavy. Like for example, you will not say khan, you should pronounce khan. Okay, it is not sun, it is swan. Fine, alhamdulillah, the heavy letters are heavy. And what about the mushtarak letter? In mushtarak letter, hamza, alif carrying fathatan, dhammatan, kasratan is no more alif, it is hamza. Letter lam won't come here because lam is heavy only in lam al jalala, that is in the word of Allah. Okay, and the third is letter ra. It is just like ra with fatha and ra with dhamma was heavy, ra with kasra was light, and same thing ra with fathatan and dhammatan it is heavy, and ra with kasratan it is light. Okay, everything, all the ruling of ra depends upon fatha, dhamma, and kasra. With fatha and dhamma it was heavy, and that is why with standing fatha and inverted dhamma also it is heavy, and with the alif mad and waw mad it is also heavy. And when it comes in a sakin state, we'll see the letter before it, and that has fatha and dhamma, then ra sakin is heavy. Okay, so you just have to remember fatha and dhamma to know the heaviness and lightness of the letter ra. Okay, now here fathatan and dhammatan, the ra is heavy. Run, it is not a run, we will not say run, run. Okay, and for letter ra with dhammatan, run, it is not run, it is run. Okay, and the ra with kasratan is very light, rin. Okay, alhamdulillah. So now inshallah I'll recite these letters. Okay, first with fathatan: an, ban, tan, san, jan, han, khon, dan, ron, zan, san, shan, son, don, ton, ظن, عن, غن, فن, قن, kan, lan, man, nan. See, noon with fathatan is also nan. Okay, wan, han, an, yan. Alhamdulillah. No sister, last में गुन्ने की आवाज़ नहीं आएगी. Fine, there will be no sound of gunna at the end. We'll just pronounce it clearly. This ruling of pronouncing the noon sakin and tanween clearly is called as izhar. Okay, izhar means to show. Just we have to show that we are pronouncing the letter noon. Izhar means something to make so clear by showing. So izhar means not doing any gunna. So we'll not recite it as an, ban, tan, san. Okay. Yeah, sister, while reciting Tanween will not do any kind of gunna. That it will just be like izhar, that is showing like an, ban, tan. Okay. But still, if you want to pronounce the letter noon sakin by closing your nostrils, you will not be able to pronounce. That means there is a gunna, but not an exact gunna. Gunna means taking your voice to your nasal cavity and holding it there for 2 counts, especially when you add tajdeed on noon and add fatha, then it sounds like anna. This is called as gunna. The gunna which we are applying, it is just a sharing of gunna. You can say noon sakin is pronounced by sharing 50% of its sound from the from the nasal cavity and 50 from your tip of the tongue. Okay, because you cannot just close your nose and pronounce the noon sakin with izhar also. There is a very little amount of gunna, but we'll say there is no gunna just because gunna means actually holding your voice in the nasal cavity for 2 haraka, like an. This is gunna. Okay, so now we'll just make a ruling of izhar, that is to show an, ban, tan. Okay, alhamdulillah. I hope this is clear, inshallah. Now let's see dhammatan. Un, bun, tun, thun, jun, hun, khun, dun, dhun, run. See, it is not run, it is run, run, run. Okay? Zun, sun, shun, sun, bun, tun, dhun. These are heavy even in dhammatan. Sun, dun, tun, dhun. Just elevate the back portion of your tongue, then it will be heavy automatically. Un, gun, fun, kun, kun, lun, mun, nun, wun, hun, un, yun. Okay, alhamdulillah. Now let's see kasratan. In, bin, tin, thin, jin, hin, khin, din, dhin, rin. It is light. Zin, sin, shin, sin, din, din, din. It is not din, din. Okay, from the side of your tongue. Tin. It is not tin, 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 tin. Okay, this heaviness comes by doing isti'ala. Win, then, win, then, win, then, win. Fine. Rin, win. Win is also heavy. It is not a rin, it is a win. Fin, pin. Qaf is also heavy. It is not a qin, it is qin, qin. Okay. Kin, lin, min, nin, win, hin, in, yin. Ya, you, yi, yin. Okay, because I have seen sisters saying this as in. It is not from your throat, it is from your tongue. Yin, yin. Okay. Alhamdulillah, barakallahu feekum. We have completed pronouncing all the Arabic alphabet with fathatan, dhammatan and kasratan. Now inshallah, I'll read all these words, and after that you all can practice with me, inshallah. Fine. Okay. Hudan, hudan, hanifan, shiqaqin, shahadatan, bighafilin, bighafilin, siratin, kabiratan, baladan, azabun, wasi'un, liqawmin, liqawmin. Okay, alhamdulillah, this is how we pronounce the tanween when it comes in the end of the word. You will just have to add noon sakin whenever you see double fatha, double dhamma, double kasra. You have to recite exactly like fatha, dhamma, kasra, but adding noon sakin. Just if you take example of who, then it is actually like this. Who and the with fatha and noon sakin. Who, then. Okay, bi ghafilin. In this word ghafilin, it is fa with kasra and lam with kasra and then adding a noon sakin. It is just like that. Okay, that is, if you just elaborate and if you make all these things separate, then you will understand there is actually a noon sakin hidden in all these fathatan, dhammatan and kasratan. Okay, very easiest topic it is, alhamdulillah. I hope you all understood all these topics. So now inshallah let's recite each and every letter also. Only from one slide we'll recite all the three fathatan, dhammatan, kasratan, like an, in, un, ban, bin, bun. Okay, inshallah you recite after me, don't recite with me. Okay, so that each and every student should listen to what I'm pronouncing first, and then you all will recite inshallah. Okay, those who want to recite can unmute, and those who want to recite by muting, you can just recite it in your own place by keeping your mics mute. Fine, alhamdulillah. An, in, un, ban, bin, bun, tan, tin, tun. G, no whistling sound. San, sin, sun. Jan, jin, jun. Very sharp sound. Han, hin, hun. Heavy letter. Khon, khin, khun. Dan, din, dun. Zan, zin, zun. Ra with fathatan and dhammatan is heavy, with kasratan it is light. Run, rin, run. Zan, zin, zun. San, sin, sun. Shan, shin, shun. Sod heavy. Son, sin, sun. Okay, dod heavy from hafatul lisan. Don, din, dun. Very good. Ton, tin, tun. One, win, wun. On, win, un. Ghain heavy. Ghan, ghin, gun. Not ga, it is gha, gha. Ghan, ghin, gun. Fan, fin, fun. Qaf heavy, it is not a qan, it is a qan. Qan, qin, qun. Kan, kin, kun. Lan, lin, lun. Man, min, mun. Nan, nin, nun. Wan, win, wun. Han, hin, hun. An, in, un. Yan, yin, yun. Alhamdulillah. Barakallahu feekum. So, one second. Okay, alhamdulillah. We have completed reciting all this alphabet from fathatan with fathatan, dhammatan, kasratan. Now let's recite these words also inshallah. And after that you can ask doubts if you have any. Okay, you can turn your mics on inshallah. Hudan. Hanifan. Shiqaqin. Shahadatan. Bighafilin. Siratin. Lakabiratan. Baladan. Azabun.
عذاب
واسع
واسع
لقوم.
لقوم.
Ji, alhamdulillah, barakallah feekum. If you have any doubts, you may ask. Any doubts in this tanween? Any doubts? One sister was asking while reciting. No doubts? Fine, alhamdulillah, barakallahu feekum. So we have completed learning today's topic. It is a very easy topic, inshallah. Tomorrow let's see what is tajdeed. Okay, tajdeed is also very easy. Then inshallah we will learn about lam al jalala and rules of raw sakin. We have already learned the rules of raw sakin in each and every slide, so we'll just have a quick revision of that and then we will learn about lam al jalala. Okay, tomorrow it is a ruling of tajdeed. It is also very easy, and also there we are going to learn about the another makhraj al muqaddar al khayshum, how to do gunna. Okay, alhamdulillah, it's all about tanween. We still have 10 minutes, so inshallah I'll revise everything we have learned till now. Okay, all the tajweed topics after. Yeah, sister, you have any doubt? Okay, 1 second, I'll unmute. Yes.
Sister, can you give show that chart again, that Udan and which you just did earlier? Yeah.
Okay,
The one which
Hud.
came earlier.
1 second. Yeah.
See that Udan, see that the alif comes after dal, right?
Yeah.
So should you put that dal? Do you have to do
No,
like that?
no, because for alif to become alif mad, it should have only fatha before it. Only fatha. Okay? There is no fatha there, right? It is fathatan over there. Okay? If you just who then, it is just who then. You should never stretch a tanween. Tanween is never stretched because tanween is actually sakin. Noon sakin is added there. If you elaborate this, it becomes who then and alif here. Okay, now this alif is just for written purpose, you will not pronounce it. Okay, because before alif there is no fatha, there is sakin. Okay, I hope this is clear.
Hanifan, sister, Hanifan.
Same thing everywhere. If you see fathatan followed by alif, then that alif is a silent, you just ignore it. Okay, hudan hanifan, fun, it is not hanifan. Hudan, this is wrong. Hudan hanifan shiqaqin. But here you can see this tie marbuta has only fathatan without any alif, because this is something which is added in the end of the word to make it feminine. Okay, actually this ta marbuta, this is actually a real ta, the original ta which we see in Quran, which we will see in our Arabic alphabet, but this ta is always added at the end of the word if that word is muannas, that is if that word is feminine. That is why you won't see any alif after fathatan on this ta. Okay, so inshallah you will understand about this alif when we learn about mad al iwad, because while stopping this hu then will be pronounced like huda, adding alif mad over it. Inshallah you will understand that when we learn about madul iwad. Okay, for now just remember
Line, sister, sirat, say sirat.
siratin, siratin, tin. Okay.
Between a letter, sister, when there's an alif in between a letter, you stretch it. And there's no tanween, you stretch it only then.
Yeah, only then. For alif to be stretched, there should be a fatha before it. Sometimes you can see a word is ending with, like if the end words in this way, ra with waw sakin, and even though sometimes you'll see alif there, that alif is a silent alif. You'll just not recite it. For alif to be recited, there should always be fatha before it. Okay? Or else it is just a silent.
Yeah, siratin.
Yeah.
So siratin.
Because this ra has fatha, right? Alif has fatha before it, and so now this ra is stretched for 2 count. Okay, and even here, see, even here, this alif has a letter before it carrying fatha, so this is bighafilin. Okay, same thing here you can see. There is alif which has fatha before it. It will be pronounced. Okay, even here in azabin, alif which has fatha before it will be pronounced. Inshallah. Okay.
Jazakallah.
Wa iyaki khair. Alhamdulillah. Any other doubts? No doubts? Fine, Alhamdulillah, inshallah. Now we'll learn all the topics again which we have already completed just for a revision. Okay, because we have 8 minutes, inshallah, we'll learn about. First, let's see which are the heavy letters. Huruf al-musta'aliya, ghain, kha, sad, dad, ta, wa, and qaf. And ra is mushtarak. We have seen it everywhere where it becomes heavy and light. Just remember ra with fatha. Okay, then it will be very easy for you with fatha, fatha and dhamma. Okay, it will be easy for you to understand. Fatha and dhamma, it is heavy. Fathatan and dhammatan, it is heavy. Standing fatha and inverted dhamma, it is heavy. Alif mad and waw mad, it is heavy. Okay, and if ra carries sakin, the letter before it should have fatha and dhamma. It all depends upon fatha and dhamma only. Fatha and dhamma, ra is always heavy, with kasra it is always light. Alif is heavy when it comes with these huruf al-musta'aliya and with ra carrying fatha. It is heavy when we pronounce in alif mad. With all the other letters, it is a light letter. Lam, inshallah, we'll see in lam al-jalala. Okay. Next, we learned about haraka. Haraka means short vowels, where there are only 3 vowels: fatha, dhamma, and kasra. Fatha, dhamma comes above a letter, and kasra comes below the letter. And they are pronounced only for one haraka. For fatha, you'll have to open both the jaws, and for kasra, you'll have to lower your lower jaw, and for dhamma, you'll have to encircle your lips. Fine. Heavy letters are heavy, light are light. Ra with fatha dhamma is heavy, and with kasra it is light. Alhamdulillah. Next is sakin. All these letters, when they carry sakin, are called as sakina, and they are in the resting stage where their sound doesn't move up, down. They will just stay in its makhraj. And as soon as we apply sakin to letters, they'll acquire special qualities. Letter ta and kaf are pronounced by continuation of the breath. Letter qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal, which can be remembered by a word, qutubu jad, are pronounced with qalqala when they are in a sakin state only. Okay, and then hamza can be pronounced with a cut-off sound called as a qata'. Okay, and all the other letters are easy, alhamdulillah. Only in alif mad we have to consider alif. Yeah, sister, only alif is a letter of mad, right? Alif is a letter of mad, so we'll have to consider it as a huruf al mad only. In the rest of the places, if you find alif which is single and has nothing on it, and there is no fatha before it, then you'll have to just cancel that alif. Okay, or if you see alif carrying fatha, dhamma, kasra, then that is no more an alif, that is hamza. Alhamdulillah. Okay, fine. In sakin rule, the next thing which we learned, that waw and ya sakin, when they enter into a sakin state, letter waw and ya, then they will become huruf al mad. Alif, waw and ya are huruf al mad, alhamdulillah. And but there is few ruling that before alif there should always be fatha. Okay, if you see any word with dhamma, ra with dhamma, and it has alif, just read ru and don't read that alif. It is just discarded, because if there is no fatha before it, that alif is just waste, because alif needs fatha before it to be pronounced, or else it is just an silent letter. Okay, alhamdulillah. And before waw sakin there should be a letter carrying dhamma, and before ya sakin there should be a letter carrying kasra. Only then this alif, waw and ya will enter into a mad category, or else they are just, the alif will be just an alif, waw will be a huruf al-shafatan, and ya will be considered as huruf al-lisan only. When we add sakin to it, and if they have the fatha, dhamma, kasra before it respectively, like waw should have dhamma and ya sakin should have kasra before it, only then they'll become huruf al-mad and huruf al-mad. Okay, for huruf al-leen, there should be a fatha before waw sakin and ya sakin. Alif, waw, mad, ya saghira are the same kind of mad which we have learnt about alif and ya mad. They are both similar, belonging to a same family, just the resemblance is different. In the Majid script which we use, they are resembled like standing fatha, standing kasra, and inverted dhamma. In Usmani Musaf, it will be alif saghira, waw saghira, ya saghira, small waw, alif and ya written corresponding to the harakas before it. For like before if there is alif saghira, before that there will be fatha, and if there is waw waw saghira, before that there will be a dhamma, and before a small ya saghira there will be a kasra, letter carrying kasra. Okay, it should be stretched for 2 counts. Heavy letters are heavy, light are light. Ra with standing fatha and inverted dhamma is heavy, with standing kasra it is light. Okay, and what about huruf al-leen? Waw and ya huruf al-leen, there should be a letter before it carrying fatha only. Okay, the letter before waw sakin and ya sakin should always carry fatha only, then these waw sakin and ya sakin are called as huruf al-leen. What is the sound they produce? Waw leen, aw, and for ya leen it is I. Okay, not stretching for more than 1 haraka. Even here the heavy letters are heavy, light are light, and ra with fatha is always heavy, and that is why in Yalin and Wawlin Ra is a heavy letter. And what is Tanween? Adding a noon is called as Tanween. Noonation is called as Tanween. Adding noon sakina is called as Tanween. How does it look like? Fatha, Dhamma, Kasra will be doubled. Okay. In Arabic terminology, we call it as fathatan or tain. Fathatan, fathatan, fathatain, dhamatan, dhamatain, kasratan, kasratain. I'm saying both the terminologies because in few places, if you learn Tajweed, they'll say it fathatain, and few fathatan. Both are exactly same. Okay, there is no difference in that, fathatan or fathatain. And how to pronounce this? But just by adding noon sakin. Where is noon sakin? Hidden in the second haraka of this fathatan, dhamatan, kasratan. Alhamdulillah. And the letters carrying fathatan, dhamatan, kasratan, that is tanween, will always be at the end of the words only. Okay, there won't be in somewhere middle of a word. There will always, these letters carrying tanween will always be in the end of the word. Alhamdulillah. Even here the heavy letters are heavy, light letters are light, and ra with dhammatan and fathatan is heavy, with kasratan it is light. And always when you see letters carrying fathatan, they'll have an alif before, alif after it. Okay, they'll have an alif after it, except if you see hamza and thai marbuta, there will not be any alif. Inshallah, why and how to pronounce that we'll learn while learning mad al-iwad ruling. Okay, for now alhamdulillah we have completed learning the ruling of tanween. Inshallah tomorrow we'll learn the ruling of tashdeed. Okay, I hope everything is clear. If you have any kind of doubts, you can ask me on WhatsApp, and you just mark your attendance. You'll just have to click that voting. That is so simple and easy. Okay, alhamdulillah, barakallahu feekum. So inshallah, let's end the meeting now. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamun ala al-mursaleen, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullahu khairan.